What's up, guys? I'm going to unbox and review this new TP-Link Deco BE25, which is TP-Link's new budget Wi-Fi 7 mesh system. I'm going to do my full-on speed test range test using my following Wi-Fi devices. I'll also try it with my iPhone 16 Pro Max. However, these two are typically much faster when I do the speed test. Alright, so we got the flying saucer shape, which was my first impression when I saw it. We got the power port right here. We got two 2.5 gigabit ports, and we got the WPS button. It's not a PoE device, powered over Ethernet, so you do need to power it with the cable that it comes with. We got the reset right here, and it doesn't look like it's wall mountable by default. The other two units are identical, and here's the power plug. It's 100 to 240 volts, and the output is 18 watts. We have the quick installation guide, and we have an Ethernet cable. It doesn't say which category it is. So I set this thing up, I did all my speed test, range test, everything. Let's jump straight in, starting with the internet speed test. Now, as you guys already know, when you're accessing the internet, you are limited by your internet speeds no matter how fast the router is, unless, of course, the router itself can't handle those speeds. So in my case, my internet speeds are 5 gigabits per second upload and download. However, the fastest port on the Deco is 2.5 gigabits per second. So right off the bat, that caps my speeds to 2.5 gigabits. And when I do an internet speed test with my computer via Ethernet, I actually do get those 2.5 gigabit speeds. However, on the Wi-Fi devices, that's a different story. And looking at the results, I got 1582 down and 908 megabits per second upload. Now, while these results aren't the fastest speeds, they're also not slow. However, they're not those crazy fast Wi-Fi 7 speeds. And really, the main reason for that is because it's a dual band system. It's missing that ultra fast 6 gigahertz band, something that would be present in the Deco BE63, which is why when I do speed tests on that, it is much faster. Now, to find the true performance of this mesh system, I need to do a local speed test server. So I make my computer into the server, and I go from Wi-Fi device to router to computer. And in the case of wired and wireless backhaul, I go from Wi-Fi device to the secondary one, which jumps to the primary one, which then goes to the server. So this way, I'm isolating the mesh system. I'm no longer relying on my ISP, my internet service provider, nor the public speed test server, which usually yields better results, I should say. So looking at the results here for the single router configuration, definitely an improvement in speed, especially in the download section. Upload section was almost about the same speeds. Now looking at the wired backhaul, I got very similar speeds to the single router configuration, and the reason being this thing actually has two fast 2.5 gigabit ports, which is fantastic. And looking at the wireless backhaul speeds, there's definitely a reduction in speed, and really the main reason for these slower speeds is because it's a dual band system. Next, we get into range tests. Now, range will vary drastically by location. So essentially, the more obstructions you have, typically the less range you're going to get. So if you have thick walls, if you're in between floors, if you're in a building with a lot of other routers and stuff around, that's all going to hurt your range. So looking at the results at 20 feet away, we got 1493 down and 821 up. So definitely a reduction in speed. However, still getting some pretty fast speeds. At 50 feet, this is when I'm outside my place, still getting some very usable speeds at 849 and 501 up. And then at 100 feet, which is where I cap my testing, this can go further. However, I do cap my testing at 100 feet. We still got some usable speeds at 267 and 148 megabits per second upload. So not quite as fast, but still very usable speeds. Now for setup and configuration, use the Deco app. It's available both on iOS and on Android, and it kind of walks you through the setup process. In fact, I've actually also made a setup video specifically on the Deco BE25. If you guys are interested, I'll link that down below. Now with the Deco app, it shows you the mesh system. It shows you if you have TP-Link smart home devices, which I do, it shows that. And then it can scan your network, tells you if there's issues or not. It has parental controls, a decent number of parental controls. If you want more advanced parental controls, that actually does require a separate subscription. Now, for the Wi-Fi names, which are the SSIDs, you get a main Wi-Fi name. You can make a separate MLO, multi-link operation Wi-Fi name. You can make a separate Internet of Things Wi-Fi, and then you can also make a separate guest Wi-Fi. So there's a lot of options for creating different Wi-Fi names, or I should just call them SSIDs. So aside from this, you also get VPN options, and then there's more advanced options. You can run it in access point mode if you wanted to. Not something I particularly recommend, but by default it goes in router mode. You could do beamforming, you could do fast roaming, and it's pretty much very organized and kind of compact and it gives you the main options that at least I'm looking for. So in summary, this is a very good mesh system for anyone with internet speeds of up to 2.5 gigabits per second that's planning on using wired backhaul. If you're planning on using wireless backhaul, I would personally recommend something more powerful like the Deco BE63. So if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button and I'll catch you guys in the next one.